AITA for asking my boyfriend to marry me. I-24F came to a different country following love. My boyfriend, 26M, and I met during an exchange program we both attended in Brazil while studying for our business degrees in our respective countries. It was what you could call love at first sight. And initially, we both fought the feelings because we knew it was going to be complicated. This all happened in 2020, and 1 week after we started our relationship, we were locked down due to COVID-19. The situation was either we made it through or we'd drive each other crazy. To my surprise, everything went smoothly. Afterward, we returned to our own countries to finish our studies and managed to stay together for a year and a half before I was able to travel to his country to complete my last internship and finish my degree. Throughout the 6 months of my internship, things were mostly fine. However, we started having more issues due to my difficulty adjusting to the new culture and language and the challenge of merging our lives together. The real issue for me was that since arriving in France, I felt like an outsider in his life. He had plans and trips with his friends almost every weekend to which I wasn't invited. There was a moment when I realized I had left my comfort zone for someone who didn't seem to care. After some conversations and a lot of struggle, he acknowledged he wasn't present in the relationship and made efforts to change. We thought we were doing okay until a huge issue came up. When I tried to change my visa status from a student to an official employee, everything fell apart. My request to work was denied, and I was given 30 days to leave the country. I hired a lawyer with the help of my family, and we started the process of appealing the decision to stay in France. The process took 8 months, during which I wasn't allowed to work. During this time, my boyfriend was very supportive. He took care of me financially, paying rent, doing groceries, and occasionally inviting me out for food or drinks. I gave some English lessons, earning less than €100 a week, and used this money to contribute to groceries or small things for us. I also took care of all the cleaning and cooking as it was the least I could do. This situation took a huge toll on my mental health and confidence, as I like to work and have the satisfaction of earning my own money. Since we don't have kids, there shouldn't have been anything stopping me from working, but the situation was out of our control. Finally, the court decided I could stay in the country, and I even received some compensation because the state was found to be in the wrong. However, I had to start from scratch and look for a new job. After 3 months of searching, I received a job offer, but the company isn't sure they can help with the complicated document situation. This is where the dilemma begins. My lawyer and my country's embassy advised me to get married, as it would solve all the documentation issues since my boyfriend and I have been living together long enough to prove a stable relationship. My family has been urging me to ask my boyfriend if he would be willing to marry me for this reason. Before bringing it up, I tried to put myself in his shoes, and if the situation were reversed, I would marry him without hesitation to stay together. After all, I already followed him halfway across the world. When I asked him, he directly said no. I asked why and explained that it wouldn't be a real marriage to me, just a way for us to stay together, and I would be fine with signing a prenup or anything else he wanted. It wouldn't have any symbolic meaning for me. Despite this, he still said no. I then proposed the idea of going back to my country or moving to another one where the situation might be easier, but he wasn't willing to do that either. I know these are big decisions, which is why I respect his choice, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm just a temporary girlfriend to him. I asked if he would be okay with me having to return to my country if I got kicked out again, and his answer was a clear yes. I feel disappointed, mostly in myself. I left everything behind for someone I would give everything for, but it feels like it's not reciprocated. I understand marriage is a serious matter, but we've been through a pandemic, long distance, and legal struggles together. I don't want to trap him. I just feel like I'm ready to give everything for him. but I'm not sure he ever will. Am I at fault here for giving up my life and dreams for someone who may never love me as much as I love him? Aita for asking my boyfriend to marry me.